So this is a part 2 of a video I did earlier about max position size, max order quantity using NinjaTrader, and also you need the Replikanto trade copier. So the purpose of the video is to add a part 2. Now with the first video we're limited, limiting our account and order to only one contract, and this part 2 about max position size, and will show how we can change the risk parameters across multiple instruments. And with the trade copier it should in theory protect our account from making too many positions that are too large and orders beyond that are too large as well. So first we'll of course encourage you to read the risk disclaimer, which will also be in the description. It's just saying it's not trading or financial advice. It's also talked about the risk of using trade copying software and so on. So with that said, again, we have this in the description. We've had it on screen, so we can pause it to have a look. Now what we'll do is if we get our control center up, and then from our control center we go to tools, we go down to risk, and there is our default. I'll just remove this one that I tried earlier. You cannot remove the system default risk template. Okay, I believe this is a, oh sorry, it's the default one. So remove the one I created earlier. Now this is the default one that will be on NinjaTrader here, and this will show the initial margin, maintenance margin, max order size, max position size. That's what we're interested in. So those are the defaults. We're not interested in changing defaults. What we want to do is we want to copy the default. We're going to change the name here to, let's see, is this laptop? Yes it is. We're going to change it to my risk. So my risk. Okay, so we've just changed it to my risk, and on my risk we'll go down to say let's go down to, suppose this is in alphabetical order, let's go down to ES, right? At present we have max order size of 100 contracts, max position size of 100 contracts. We want to edit that. For ES we want to limit our ES contracts down to 2, order size 2. Click OK. So that's now changed from 100 to 2. We then go down to gold. At the moment max is 10. I want to edit that to 2 as well. Let's change that to 2. Let's see what other instruments we want to look at. Suppose oil is CL. These are just futures products. CL, I want to say the max contracts is 3, max order 3 again. And this is pretty much what we'll do on the instruments that we are interested in. RTY, we've got 50 there. We're going to keep it similar to ES. We may just say 3, say somewhat slower instrument, so we may say 3, probably better off using 2. And finally, I think we've actually passed it, the instrument we're looking for, which is NQ. There it is, NQ. Currently it's 100. We want to edit that. I'm going to say the max order for NQ, let's just say 1 contract. Okay, Now we've also got micros. Okay, so on micros we would have M and Q. We want to change that, say limit our position size on M and Q to say maybe 6, order size, replicate it as 6. On MES we've got a micro RTY there. Where is MES? There it is. So we've got MES, we can edit MES. On MES, we want to limit it to say 5. We have MCL, which is our crude oil. We'll keep that same at, let's edit that down to 5 as well. So it's just showing we can adjust the different position, the max order size, max position size on different instruments here. So we'll just do MCL, MES, we did MNQ. So we'll just keep it there. I suppose we've got MGC, which is gold. Could edit that as well. Could limit that to 4 contracts. We suppose we might as well do RTY, seeing as we're here. Edit RTY. Let's limit that to 6 contracts. 6 contracts, okay? So we're just going to click apply and OK. Now we're going to use a copy trader, so we want these risk parameters on our SIM101 account, which will be our leader account. And so we'll go on to edit account. On the risk, see currently we don't have a risk, so we could say use my risk. Moment we've got a minimum cash value, mentioned that in the previous video. Just going to remove that for the moment. Let's remove that. Max position size, max order size. Going to remove that. Let's change it to 100. Let's see how this works out. So we're going to keep it as 100 for now. Minimum cash value, let's bring that down to say 90,000. Click OK. Once restart NinjaTrader, risk change to take effect. Okay. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to, suppose, disconnect NinjaTrader and then reconnect NinjaTrader. Let's see if this works, or whether I'll have to log all the way back in to NinjaTrader. So just waiting for it to reconnect here. It said to restart, it did not say to reconnect, so this may not work. Let's have a look. Let's see, edit account. Okay, alright, let's see. So, we'll go over to our trade copier here. Previous video mentioned using Replikanto. And we'll go down to SIM101 and we'll copy SIM102. So SIM102, edit account. See, we haven't got any risk parameters on that account. We only have it on the leader account, and that's our trade copier there. So go over to the old charts here. Currently on NQ. I believe from what we did earlier, we did set the risk parameters to one contract. So on NQ, set to one contract. So currently we have an order quantity of 2. So this should reject the order. So we click buy. There we go. Can't be submitted, exceeds maximum order position size. So there we go. Now we try MN and Q. Let's say on MN and Q we did limit it to about 6 contracts, was it? Let's just have a look. On risk, MN and Q. MNQ, we've limited it to 6, so if we place an order for, this would be 2 contracts, it should place. Similar one can't be submitted, not enough excess margin, affected by order 2. Sim 101. Not enough excess margin required. Not enough excess margin. That's a bit odd. Excess margin. Let's see. Sim 102.
Order submitted.
Can buy.
Order filled.
So we can buy with Sim 102 here. But with
Target
our Sim
filled.
101 account, we cannot buy. Can't be submitted, not enough excess margin affected the order. To buy 2. Edit account. My risk. Let's reset. Don't want to clear history. Reset. Edit account.
Order submitted.
So it's allowed me to place the order on Sim 101. Let's see if this order gets filled here. So the cash value, excess intraday margin remains the same. Let's see what happens here. Of course I'm not going to be filled. Let's see if I get filled here.
Order filled.
Okay, so we are filled, and let's have a look here. So we're filled in our main account. This is a leader, that is a follower. Why is it not being copied into Sim 102? Oh, I know. Because Sim 101, Sim 102. Okay, let's try that again. So that was a trade copier issue for me.
Order filled.
I did not link the instruments, the leader account with the instrument. I linked NQ, but I didn't link MNQ. So now I've linked both instruments. We can try that again.
Order submitted.
And there we are. The two instruments are working, so they're being copied there. Now we did say we limited to 6, so if I add
Order submitted.
to 4,
Or
add again,
order
go up to
submitted.
6, add again, can't be submitted or exceeds the instrument's maximum position quantity. So there we are. It won't allow me to add beyond 6 contracts on MNQ. So we'll just put an order there. Who knows? So it won't allow us to add beyond where the order was. So currently got there we go,
Order filled.
and those are the two. So if we were to put in order, say 7 contracts, say it doesn't place the order because it exceeds the maximum quantity. On NQ, where we've got 1 contract, try to place the order, again maximum position, can't be submitted, exceeds the instrument's maximum position quantity. Now if we were to use different instruments, we'd have to link the instruments, of course. So SIM 101 we copy into SIM 102, that's the leader. We'll change the instrument to GC, which is gold. So we're copying gold, we've linked the instruments. We're going to get a gold chart up. Let's say 1 minute, yeah, that should be okay. Okay, let's see. Gold is moving pretty slow here. Get a chart trader up. SIM 101. Again, on gold, we're copying this leader account, SIM 101, that has the risk limits set, and we did show how to do that using the tools. And again, see, it's got my risk on there. So I believe we limited it to 2 contracts, but let's try 3. Let's see if the order gets placed. Buy, exceed, buy limit 3, can't be submitted, exceeds margins, position, quantity, affected order by 3. So it's not going to allow me to buy 3 because it exceeds the max quantity I set in the my risk profile. So again, see, it's not copied into the follower account. So if I was to try 2,
Order submitted.
go submit 2, that's the limit that I did set.
Order
There
submitted.
we are. So we're in with 2 contracts, and there are the 2 accounts. So let's see. There they are, positions 2, orders 4. So those are your buy order, the limit order, and the stop order. So that's why it says 4 there, because you have 2 buys, well, 2 limits and 2 stop orders, and the position is 2 contracts right there. So again, if we try to exceed, it wouldn't allow us to exceed. Let's just get out of this position if the market allows us. And finally, we did have let's just try another instrument here. If we get the go to futures, micros, MGC, we load the chart, we'll have to come over to, so there's our position right there in the follower account. There's our position, that's the open P&L. So again, with a new instrument, you need to add it. So MGC right there, main account, follower account, click green to include, that means we're following. Get the chart trader up, chart trader, and with this we haven't got an ATM at the moment, so let's just pick a random ATM. And because it's an MGC, let's try 7 contracts. Let's try 8. Buy, exceeds the max quantity. I believe we have 5 contracts, but let's try 4. and we'll go with a cell.
Order submitted.
Let's see, 4 MGC cells.
Order
There we
submitted.
are. So we're in with 4 MGC cells.
Order
Go over
filled.
here, see we've been followed in the follower account, the SIM102 with the leader account, SIM101. That's an MGC. This is the main account. Target was hit there on the main account. So if we go over, see target was hit right there. Hence the reason why there is not an open position in the copier on MGC. We can see we're currently on the water with the short on the how many contracts did we take on MGC? Took 4 contracts short. So if we were to like I said, I believe we've got let's just see what we have for MGC. So my risk, if we go down to the micros, on MGC we've got a limit of 4 contracts. So if I was to try to sell 4 more, it'll tell me that I've exceeded the max limit here on the account. And so also, if we wanted to see this on its own chart, we could go onto new chart and we'd go into MGC 1 minute chart in a new window. We get the chart trader, we go to SIM102, there we are. So we've got the SIM101, that's the leader account, SIM102, that's the follower account, and those are the orders on the follower account. Because the follower account, that's why the entries have this entry 282 and all this code right here. So that's pretty much what that code is there. So that means it is a follower account. You can see it's different as well because these are green, red, these are blue, and these are in a pink. So that's pretty much how you would set the risk parameters, but it does work on a SIM account where you can copy from a SIM to, well, I suppose, an evaluation or live account. But this channel is about demo trading, so I would not encourage it. Would not encourage copying evaluations or live accounts. So this is just a demonstration how to use risk from the NinjaTrader tools, setting the risk in terms of position size and orders on the market. And again, from the first video, when it comes to risk, max position size, max order size, I tend to replicate the two so we don't have any issues. So whatever I put in the max order size, I will put also in the position size, just to keep them in sync with one another. And that pretty much just wraps up this video. So that's just covering how to use the risk here on max position size, max order size here on NinjaTrader, and but it works using a trade copier, the Replikanto trade copier, and it works with setting it up on a simulation account. Because if you say you was to do it on an evaluation account, you wouldn't be able to, because you aren't able to set risk here. All you can do is set the currency, the commissions, and the forex lot size. So it doesn't allow you to. Whereas on the simulation accounts, it gives you more options. You can have your minimum cash value and so on. And that pretty much just wraps up the video here. Video's gone on a bit longer than I would like it to, but I had a few issues that I had to iron out here on the. Had a few issues I had to iron out here on the video. So also, I suppose we could show. So here is the leader account. To the left is the follower account, and we'll just show how the copying impacts it. So if I move my follower account to move the order. You can see it's reflected over here on the account to the left. But if I move the account on the left, it does not affect the account on the right, because the account on the right here, that's the leader account, sim101. So again, if I move it, it's going to be reflected over there. But I can also move this independently of the leader account. But once I move the leader account, the follower will automatically replicate the instructions given from the leader account. And with that, that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.